Hello, hello, hello. It's finally time. I am so excited. It's 7 p.m. It's time to make stuff. Okay. This is going to be so much fun. I know it's going to be so much fun. I love creating pieces of jewelry. So I am trying to figure out how to go about inviting people from the console, and it's not letting me, so I'm gonna cheat. Use my phone to do it. I'm gonna wake up some peas. Give me a minute. It's time to wake up. Hello! It's time to go shopping with Crafty Cave. Put me to work. Okay. It's time, people. Hopefully you can hear my jazz music in the background over the air conditioner so I don't look like the sweaty swamp creature. That's fun. So, yeah. do, do. Facebook keeps switching things over, and it's so hard to be able to figure out how to invite people from their new console thingy. It's not letting me talk. It's being so rude. Come on, make it easy for me. Okay. I like that jazz music. It's frozen up. It's being weird. Okay. Just waiting for the peeps. Hi there. It's not letting me see who's there. Okay. Still not like used to. Oh, they have this all set up now. Anyway, hello. Who do I have here with me? Hello. Welcome to Made to Order with Crafty Cave Creations. I'm going to be showing some pieces of jewelry that I make, and if you'd like to order some, I will make them live right on camera so you can watch from start to finish. I'm just going to start making some pieces of jewelry until I have some people that pop in and say hello. So but anytime you pop in, don't be shy. Don't be shy at all. Just come in and say hello. Let me know you're there. Until then, I'm going to create because that's what I do best. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to make, these are something new that I've been doing. These are wire wrapped beaded earrings. And I'm calling these Painted Sky. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better. These are meant to kind of imitate, doesn't show up very well on this camera, but imitate the painted sky in the evenings at sunset. You know how you get those beautiful hues of pink and purples and blue? Well, I'm going to imitate that with some beads and some wire. Put my earrings back in here. These aren't very heavy at all. Oh, I'm throwing my wire everywhere. Let's see, these are, here is a purple and yellowish bead. I don't have very good light in here, but it's a purple and yellowish. It's a glass bead, I guess, fire lamp or something like that. It's a crackle finish on the inside. So there's a purple and yellowish color. This one is like a pink and reddish kind of color. And I'm also going to be using kind of like a light blue and a light pink. So all those colors will kind of imitate a painted sky. So I had it with the red and pink down the bottom, and the purple in the middle, and then the blue. Okay. Get my beads laid out. Just got to grab my earphones. I'm going to be wrapping these in a copper wire. So I'm going to be using a gold colored ear hook to go with them. Coil some wire. I'm relatively new to doing wire wrapping, so a lot of these are just really simple things. I may be relatively new to it, but I absolutely fell in love with it because of one of my friends on Facebook post a lot of different stuff that she was making with wire wrapping. And I said, I've got to try that. And I fell in love with it. So here we are. All right. Small bend so I can start making a loop. Using round nose pliers to make a nice little loop. I don't know if you can see it, but loop. And then I just start beading. Actually, I need accent spacer beads. So I've got my other little beads here. Again, if you pop in, don't be shy. Stop and say hello. Let me know you're there. Although I'm not a stranger to talking to myself, so, you know, it happens. Sometimes you just gotta talk to yourself. I'm good with it. It's okay. Okay. So we're doing our reddish, pinkish first. And then I'm using like a little round spacer, and it's got little diamond-like crystals in there. Of course, they're not real crystals, they're glass, but you know, doesn't need to be expensive to be blingy. And then we put our purple, yellow. And then another spacer. And then our blue color. Okay. So there we have got our beading done. There's a little loop at the bottom that just kind of ends up being almost like a decorative element. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the top of my blue and I'm going to bend this wire down so that kind of locks them in place. It doesn't give them room to wiggle. Okay? And then I'm going to take my flat pliers and hold that little loop and try to make sure that it lines up directly with that wire. So it's going the right way. And I go back to my round nose pliers and I hold the wire and I fold it up over the pliers, give them a little bit of a turn. So now that wire is trapping down the blue bead, so that one can't go up anymore, and I'm wrapping it around the bead and underneath and going over around the second bead and keep doing it around the third, and then that closes it off, and all I have to do is trim this off and tuck it away, and that is one earring. Done lickety split. There we go. There's our first earring in the set. Isn't it cute? I think it's so pretty. I wish I had better lighting so you could really see how sparkly they get. But yeah, it's an old house and it doesn't have overhead lighting in the room. It has, you flip a switch and it controls an outlet that controls a lamp. Yeah, it's not very good lighting, but that's okay. So there's our first earring. Now we're gonna make our second one for our pair. And because it's earrings, I don't need to make a very big loop. Don't want like big gaudy kind of loop hanging down off your ear. So it can be a delicate little loop for the earrings. When I make the wire wrapped beaded zeets, which is the tassels, when I make these, then I make the loops a little bit thicker, and I'll show you why in a little bit. We'll do the same color arrangement we did on the first, and we started with the reddish. Then we're going to go for a spacer. And then we'll go to our purple color and another spacer. And then finish it off with our blue. And again, we're going to fold the wire over. Make sure we have everything kind of straight. We're going to make our top loop now. And we're going to trap all those pretty little beads right in with that wire. It's almost like we're making a cage around the beads. So we got the wire going through the beads, and then we're doing like a little cage around them. And flip off excess wire and close up this little wraparound loop. And then I just tweak the wire a little bit here and there if I need to get it looking a little bit more uniform. So there's our second of our little earring set. I'll grab our hooks. And I want to try to get it so that we can see the wire wrap around the front of a bead. If you look on the back, you can see it kind of sits in between the beads over the top of the spacers. I think it looks more pretty to see it wrap around the front of the bead. So I'm going to put that as the front side of the earring when I put it on the hook. There we go. There's our dangly earring. Do the other one here. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Whatever you want the front of the earring to be, that's the front that you want to have like facing down when you're putting it on the hook here. Close this back up. Those so pretty. I just think they're gorgeous. Look at that. Yay! I'm going to put them on their own little card. Oops. I actually hung them upside down. I just noticed that. This one is the blue on top, and I mistakenly hung it upside down on this one. It's supposed to be the blue, so I can easily fix that. Silly me. At least I noticed that before sending it off to anyone. That would have been a little embarrassing to send that to a customer and it not be right. Goodness. And I am being like super frugal with my wire because some of these wires can be expensive. So I'm being frugal and I'm saving even little tiny scraps. Because I noticed that I can actually make my own jump rings with the wire. So I don't have to buy jump rings special. I can just make my own. Okay. So that was the painted sky earrings. Ouch. Grab silver. 2 wires that I'm using tonight. I'm using raw copper. It doesn't have any coatings or anything on it. And it does leave black marks on my fingers because it just copper just tarnishes and whatever. So I'm going to be getting some kind of sealant. I don't remember the name of it right now, but I'm going to be getting some kind of sealant. So after I clean up the pieces and polish them, I can seal them so people won't have black marks and like green coloration on their skin from the copper. Okay, and the other wire I'm using tonight, this is actually also copper wire, but it's silver plated. The price of actual silver has gone crazy. and it would cost hundreds of dollars to get a good supply of silver wires. So I have to go with what I can afford. And for me right now, that is silver plated copper wire. I believe this is a Hildy and Joe. It's the first time I'll be using this particular wire, but it's hard where I live to try to source out, at least locally, to source out supplies because it's a small town next to a small town, but not as small. A lot of my stuff I've had to order online, and that's just getting so old. All right, I'm using some nylon pliers right now to try to straighten out the wire a little bit. Stop crinkly. Crinkly wire. We don't want crinkly. Okay, so this set of earrings, I actually made these today. I think I made them today. No, I think I made them yesterday. These are what I'm calling this set Sea of Reeds. I had originally, when I started doing beading jewelry, I have been using kind of like nylon wire, bead along supplements, nylon illusion cord. It's good. It's kind of quality stuff, but it's still breakable. It still can pull apart, especially with zeet zeets, beaded zeet zeets, because you're wearing them on like I loop them around my belt loops on my pants or skirts and stuff like that. It can get stuck on something, and then it pulls the wire pulls apart, the nylon pulls apart, and your beads just go popping and flying everywhere, and then you're like, oh no. So now that I'm into wire wrapping, I decided, why don't I try applying wire wrapping to beaded zeet zeets? And another wire wrapper that I've been following on YouTube, he was the inspiration for doing this kind of wire wrapping for the earrings. He does varying sizes of stones. He'll have like a 4, a 6, and an 8 with the beads. Like he usually does the bigger and then taper down to the smaller. And he wrapped it around the beads like this after he beaded it onto the wire itself. And I just thought it was so pretty. And I'm like, I think I can apply that same concept to my beaded zeet zeets, and it would make them so much more stable. Wouldn't have to worry about this nylon stuff pulling apart and your beads flying everywhere, and the good money you spent on your zeet zeets just went down the drain. You don't have to worry about that anymore. So this right here is actually my updated version of the Sea of Reeds beaded zeet zeets. These are wire wrapped. There's the wire wrapping around the beads, just like with the earrings we just did. And then of course your tassels hanging down. And right now I just use more of the same color kind of floss that's in the tassel part for the looping. You just put it through the loop and like that over your belt loops. So that way you're good to go. So that is the updated version of the Sea of Reeds. So I will be updating that on my Etsy shop within the next day or two. But let's actually let's make another set of the earrings. It's the same beading as the zeet-zeets, it's just without the tassels. So we'll make another set of those right now. So I have some layer clipped off. I'm gonna clip off another 3 pieces. I'm not really measuring the length, I'm just kind of guessing because I know I want it to wrap around the outsides of the beads and not just go through the center hole. So I know I need a longer length than just to string them. So 4 pieces, and we're doing the earrings, so I'm gonna keep making the small loops. Okay. So there's our nice small little loop. There we go. And these are like a greenish, yellowish, or aquamarine yellow kind of beads. That's the only color beads that we're doing on these. And there's 2 on each earring. And now I need a spacer bead. And these actually look like reeds that you would see in the water. And the Sea of Reeds is actually inspired by the parting of the Red Sea in the Bible. The Bible and biblical things are very big to me in my life. So I like to let it inspire my work. So here we go. Putting our first bead on. Yeah. Actually, I need to get some more different spacer beads. They look like little fans or of some kind. Purdy. I like purdy stuff. So okay. So here we go. And now I have to be careful when I'm putting the bigger spacer bead on because I'm not sure if it'll show up well. But down towards the bottom here, by my thumb, you can see like there's a small, like you can tell it's the bottom part of the fern type thing. So I want to make sure that that actually is hanging downwards when I'm done making my piece. So I don't have an upside down like I did with the painted sky earrings that we just did. Can't believe it. I'm keeping myself on my toes. Okay. So there we go. going to bend our wire. So those beads aren't going anywhere, mister. Make sure everything's lined up. And now we'll start making our top loop. Just like before, we're making sure we're wrapping around the front of that bead. And this one can be a little bit tricky because the spacer bead, this bigger one, likes to twist around. So I have to reposition how I'm holding my pliers. I'm a little funky right now. And put my thumb so I can keep that bead the way I want it. And lay the wire right off across the front of it. And then once we get down past that and we're ready to go over the last bottom bead, I don't have to hold it so weird anymore. So it's just because it likes to do that little twisty, I'm gonna go places kind of attitude, you know. Gotta hold it. So we're done wrapping. I love these. Everything I make, I would want to wear myself. I'm not going to try to sell anything to anyone if I would not personally wear it myself. So if I don't like it and wouldn't wear it, I don't foresee other people liking it and wanting to wear it. So we just won't try that. Okay. Every once in a while, the pliers just want to say, I'm not going to do it. And then you just got to show up as boss. I'm the boss. I won. Me win. Okay. Sure we're getting it beaded up there correctly. Don't want to have to take it apart. Okay. Now, we're going to bend that wire again. Okay. We're getting to the weird part again. Yeah. Tricky. Yeah, that is being tricky. Okay. Not to panic. Just unwrap and reposition. And oh my goodness. All right. I think we got it. We did. Yeah. We're the champion. Okay. That one almost beat me, y'all. Almost, but it didn't. Okay, now to finish it off. Just clip the wire and leave myself a little tail. I can take my pliers and just manipulate that little tail around put it around our bottom loop and squeezed it closed. And there's our earring. Do the same with the second. Taking that loop and the wire and squeezing it around the loop and closing it. There we go. Now we just put it on our ear wires. And again, I want to have, so the front of the earring that shows is actually where it wraps in front of the beads and the spacer. So I just think that's a really pretty look. So I have that facing the front. And there's our set of earrings. Aren't those so pretty? I just love those so much. I'm gonna have to actually make myself a pair one of these days. There's the first ones. Okay. So this is something else that I came up with yesterday. I've been playing around with trying to make some Tree of Life earrings that I really liked. And I've made like a couple different ones, but I haven't really liked them very much. So I was playing around with this new way of wrapping yesterday, and I came up with these. I kind of like them. I might switch up the colors a little bit. The beads in here, they're the same glass lamp work kind of beads that have the crackle finish. These are like a blue and a brownish color. And the spacer bead is a Tree of Life bead. And I'm using copper wire on these because it seems natural for it being a Tree of Life. It reminds me of like the bark color of the tree. So I think it's kind of pretty. So let's make some of these. Let's make a pair of these. Okay, so I'm going to need a total of 4 of the blue and brown beads. I need 4 small space beads. Yeah, those are it. And I need 2 of the tree beads. There's the tree. Grab some more of our copper. Okay. So let's make our tree of life. So we're going to make our loop. Got it all strung. So, and now we're going to bend that wire so it traps them so they can't travel upwards. Make sure it's straighten out. And essentially what I'm doing is after I get that loop made, I take the tail of the wire and I wrap it around the top, over the top of the first bead, so it essentially locks it down into place. And then I keep coming forward over the front of the face of the bead, and then it locks down around the bottom of it. I should have probably cut this this wire a little bit longer because of this tree bead. But then I'm going lock down over the front of the tree, lock down underneath it, and then it goes down over the front of the last bead, and I just have enough wire to finish it off. I might not need to cut it. Got away with a little bit of luck right there. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Gosh darn it. And just to warn you, there may come a time during this broadcast that I'm concentrating and working hard at something, and I might stick my tongue out while I'm working. Just so you know. It's bound to happen at some point. It gotta be me, right? Okay. So there is our first tree of life earring. Let's start on our second and hope we have a little bit more wire left. That was a close call. It really was. I'm going to use my nylon pliers just to make sure there's no crinks in there because the beads don't like to go down if they come across a crink in the wire. Perfect. So again, we got it all strung. Now we're going to bend over that wire so they can't go up anywhere. They're trapping it. Straight. Start making our top loop again. And we're trapping that top bead across the front. Perfect. We even have a little bit to trim off. Okay. There we go. There is our second one done. So since we're using a copper wire, I'm going to use gold colored ear hooks because they just look better than putting silver with the copper as far as the ear hooks. So I want to straighten this just a little bit so it'll actually lay correctly. Okay. Hold it up, make sure it looks right. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Just tweak this just a little. And there we have our set. There we go. These are something that I did, I don't remember how many days ago, about a week, maybe less. For a while, because I love sewing. Sewing is like right up there with the aha kind of stuff for me. My sewing table right there. But wire wrapping has gotten to the point where as much as an aha thing is sewing for me, but I wanted to be able to put sewing into my jewelry making in some way. So I figured, wouldn't it be cute to take some buttons and make them into earrings? So I did. I just took some really cute buttons. These are like a limeish green. And I put them on stud things for stud earrings. I call them cute as a button. I have them in the green. I have 4 more colors. There's a purple and a pink, yellow, and a fun blue. They're just so cute. So that's why I just call them cute as a button. Normally when I do earrings, they're like $10, but for these, I'm just doing them for $5 on my Etsy shop. Once I'm done with the live feed, I'll post a link to my Etsy shop as well. I actually kept a pair of the blue ones for me. I could have worn them tonight, but I figured I'm wearing very festive colors, be loud and proud with the bright yellow and the green. So I figured I'll kind of tone it down with the earrings. Let the shirt and the headwear speak for themselves. So, but they're really fun festive colors. These are fun to make. So, the first earrings that I ever made were the Kindle lights. They're beaded with seed beads, and it's to imitate a lit candle in the center of a menorah. I love them. And I've also done some without the beads, so it's just the menorah charm. So I still have those available on my website. These are some of the originals I made as well. This is lapis lazuli, I think, is the stone color, and it's got the Star of David Torah scroll at the bottom. And these are, I can't think of the name of the stone, but turquoise stone. I love these. I kept a pair of these for myself. They're pretty. So I still have those available. These are some newer type ones. I got the shape forms, like these triangle shapes, teardrop shape in a circle, like a hoop. I got these forms on Amazon. Figured out it'd be fun to try to make something with those for beading earrings. I really like these, but to tell you the truth, it was a little bit of a pain in the butt to get the findings cut to the right exact length to make these match inside the triangle form. That was a little bit of a pain in the butt. This is the only one of this particular set that I've made because I only had 2 of these little pearl bead things. But they look pretty cool. So I have those available. Those are like, all my earrings are usually $10 a pair. Tonight, if anyone orders anything during the live broadcast, anything that they order is going to be at a 30% discount. So the earrings are only $10 a pair for the beaded stuff. The only ones that aren't going to be that kind of pricing is the cute as a button. Those are already $5. That's the base amount I'll charge. But earrings that are normally $10, you can get for $7. That's a 30% discount. And also, beaded zeets, a set of 4. Normally, they are $17. Tonight, if someone orders them during the broadcast, they get them for $12. That's a 30% discount. So, or roughly 30% discount. So that's tonight only during the live event. So if no one orders anything during the live event, then they have to pay full price. Bye. I have those. Even if someone wanted to order this like right now on a live event, they'd get it for 7 instead of the 10. Anything I have made up over here except for Cute as a Button, they'd get for the discount price. I really love the teardrop shape. And I used purple and green beadings because that's a color combination that I absolutely love. I love purple and green. So you'll see that a lot in a lot of my work. I kind of like these. I don't really like the way the center of the hoop looks. I'm going to figure out how to make my own wire loop, and it won't look as tacky as these pre-formed things from Amazon are. So, but if someone likes those, they can buy them. These are just the Star David Torah scrolls. Hopefully it'll show up the detail. I have some that were a different kind of Torah scroll. I don't have any on hand right now, so I will make some. And these are just as simple as can be to make. You take a charm and you put it on an ear hook. You're good to go. These are a Torah scroll, and I'm not sure if it'll show up, but in the center of the open scroll, it says Torah. Don't know if it shows up, but I absolutely love it. So let's turn them into earrings. The simplest thing of all. And there we go. There's our Torah earrings. And you know what? I'm claiming this set for myself. So we're switching it out. Ta-da! Yay! That just makes me completely happy. Okay. Okay. Since we just did the Torah scroll, the open Torah scroll earrings, these are, I called these He is Faithful. And it is inspired by the story of Noah in the Bible. After the flood, after all the rains, and the earth started to dry out again, Father gave the rainbow as a sign of his promise that he would never again flood the earth on the account of man. And he gave his bow in the sky, the rainbow, as a sign of that promise and covenant that he made with us. And because it's found in the Torah, I added a Torah scroll to these beaded tzitzits. These are the old-fashioned style of beaded tzitzits that I used to make with this floss stuff. I will have to find the right thickness of wire, right gauge of wire to be able to make a wire wrapped version of this that'll be more stable and not have to worry about it snapping apart. But I do have this set of the older kind made still. These are called He is Faithful. I absolutely love them. It's got all the different colors of the rainbow in the beads. These are stone chips, like your regular stone chips. Colorful agate, I believe is what they call them. And all the different colors of the rainbow. And I simulated that within the tassels themselves with all the different colors. And I used variegated, means it changes hues of the color within the strands. And it just looks really beautiful. I absolutely love these. So I had, or still have, it's not, I don't have any in stock because I haven't made any more. But I have earrings that match this part right here. At some point, I will be launching beaded tzitzits and matching earring sets on my website. So if people want to buy a set of tzitzits and a pair of earrings that would match them, they'll be able to buy a package deal on my website, and it'll probably be like 20, 25 bucks, I think, on the website. Something like that. Yeah. If you were to buy them separately, let's see, my calculator, my brain doesn't want to work tonight. It would be 17 for the tzitzits and 10 for the set for the earrings. So if you were buying them separately, it'd be 27 bucks. And if you buy them as a package deal, you'd get it for 25 bucks. So you're saving $2. So I'll be launching that on the website probably next week, I think. At some point, I'll be able to offer all the tzitzits to come with lobster claws. So it's a really quick, easy way to put it around like your belt loop or something like that. Right now, I have to mostly go with just the cord or floss right now because I don't have a lot of the lobster claws in stock. So this pair of beaded tzitzits, it has the blue and brown beads and the copper wire. And I actually put a charm on there and it says blessed. So because it's blue and brown beads and I used green and brown and of course blue, your tzitzits always have to have a blue tassel going through. So I'm calling this one Blessed Earth because it's in earth tones. So that's the Blessed Earth tzitzits. And there are matching earrings. I just don't have the blessed tassel, the blessed charm on here, but they do match the beading. So that is something that will be able to be gotten as a set in the Etsy shop. Again, these were the sea of reeds that we made. I'm really digging this background jazz music. It's actually pretty good. Okay. Here's something that I think is kind of fun. I actually made these today. I'm calling these ruby reds. They're really nice red beads, some silver spacers, and it's wrapped in copper. And I think I used, yeah, it's just a variegated red, so it has different shades within the red. And then, of course, the blue. So why don't we actually make a set of earrings to go with this? It takes less time to do the earrings than it does the ZCs. So we'll make the earrings tonight. Run away, bee! Just fishing some beads out of my little heart here. And there we go. Need some more copper. Okay. Getting myself here. I've made loops I don't know how many times, but every once in a while my brain says, I don't know what I'm doing. That was one of those times. My brain just had a tooth moment, that's all. And yes, that was a polite way of saying my brain was having a brain fart. It was having a toot moment. Okay. So here we are, got it strung up. And again, we're just getting it wrapped around the front face of our beads. Just like that. And now we go on to our second one. gone all quiet again, haven't I? I'm not used to having to talk to people or a camera while I'm working. I usually work in silence too, so it's kind of nice having the jazz in the background. It's different. But it's a good different. And I just might keep doing that. Okay. Ta-ta! Just kind of tweaking it a little bit, make sure it'll lay the way I want it to when I put it on the ear hook. And again, because I'm using copper wire, I'm going to use the gold color hook. And there's our set of ruby red earrings. Here we go. This is something I absolutely love the color theme on. I made these today, and I'm calling these Teal Dreams. They look more blue on the screen than they really are. They're more tealish color. Change lighting. It's like an aquamarine marine kind of teal color, and I carried it all the way throughout in the tassel area as well. I love these. I adore these. So let's make a pair of matching earrings to go with our teal dreams. So we're going to use silver colored again. One thing I notice, a lot of stuff I make, I end up wanting to keep it for me because I love it so much. But that kind of defeats the purpose of making something and having an Etsy page. Can't sell anything on Etsy if I keep everything I make, right? So it's not very often that I end up keeping anything or actually making anything for myself. Okay, so I gotta get back into my little heart thing and get the teal colored beads. Come out wherever you are. Okay. Just reaching for my pliers and it's like, which one? I start out with them so neatly laid out, and as I'm working, they get laid here, there, everywhere. This one's supposed to be over there because I don't reach for it much. This one's supposed to be over here. Doesn't stay that way. Oh well. I try to be organized. But sometimes in the creative process, it just goes awry. And it says, no, I don't want to stay tidy and organized. Let me be free. Okay. So, twisted. Okay, just, yeah. Okay. Happy with that? On to the next. Sorry, I was just sharing the feed to a group. I got quiet. Whenever I get quiet, just go, no. Kind of fitting that I go quiet though. I'm usually a shy, reserved person until I get to know people. Once I get to know people, I'm not so shy anymore. But when you're trying to do a business, you kind of have to open up a bit. So this is me coming out of my comfort zone, opening up a bit, and sharing my creativity with people. I yeah, almost done with the children. Almost thought my door opened. It would have been either my husband or one of my cats. Okay. Party! And there we have our teal dreams earrings. This one's not wanting to lay correctly. There we go. There we go. Okay, get these little metal pieces out of the way here. Let's see, what else do we want to make tonight? Well, I've kind of gone through it all. Well, since I have this up here, I'm going to make some more of the teal dreams earrings. See that I have to make some to be able to. Hello. Hi, Emmy. I'm still here. Hi. I'm so glad you made it. I was worried that Facebook is like burying me somewhere. It's like, don't put me in the cemetery. Okay. I am making some teal dreams wire wrapped earrings. I actually made some seeds earlier today. I love these. I love these. I really do. They're teal colored. Um, that's weird. Started at the beginning. Are you seeing my thingies here though? The teal dreams seats. I wonder if I messed up in the settings when I set up the video. Oh well. What the world, Facebook. it Facebook's being really weird lately. Like really weird. Okay, yay, you can see me live. Woohoo! Alright. Did it let you see the teal dreams eat seeds? These gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous things. I made these today, and I'm absolutely in love with them. So, thank you. I did too. I decided to go loud and proud today with the yellow and the green. It's like, look at me. Normally, I don't do that. I was considering wearing gray, and I'm like, that's just boring. So, all right. So now I'm going to make some earrings that will match the ZZs. Because like next week, I'm going to be launching where you can actually buy a set of ZZs and matching earrings for 25 bucks total. So, yay. So now I'm going to make some earrings to match. Okay, here we go. I love the summery colors every once in a while. It depends on, do I want to stand out in the crowd today or no? A lot of days it's usually no. But, okay. I am so glad that I tried wire wrapping, because now when I make zeet seats, they're going to be so much more stable than when using the nylon stuff that can snap. So I am really excited to work with wire. Okay, I gotta straighten this one out. It's a little crinky. Don't want crinky in the wire. Okay. This is my purple Crafty Cave. It's the room I am the most proud of. Oh, girl, 4 a.m.? I don't blame you. I'll get going on making these then. Making a set of earrings. Ooh, that would be awesome. I used to do stuff like scrapbooking, but I stopped years ago because it got hard to like look at family photos, but I never really got very well into doing that kind of paper craft stuff. I want to because it's gorgeous, but I've kind of gotten caught up in the wire bug. And it's a lot easier than I thought it would be to do the wire stuff, but that is awesome. I look at some of the stuff that you've been posting for that, and I'm like, oh, it always looks so good. And then I'm like, I could never make it look that good. Okay, this wire's jumping around, man. Kind of wrapping it around the beads so it lays over the front. Cut the wire a little bit short on this one. Dang! Work we need. Okay, well, we'll move on to the next one. We'll cut a different size. I cut that one too short. The stickers are so cute nowadays, though. And it's always like mind-boggling to me when I go into that aisle of like Walmart and stuff because there's so many choices now. It's like, oh my God, where do I start? For tools for doing the beading kind of stuff, you can get some decent ones at Walmart to start. I think most of these came from Walmart. Like these things here came from Walmart. Stickers are like crazy in the scrapbooking aisles these days. And then I see stuff, I'm like, oh, I could try to make that myself. Like I need to add more crafts on my already extensive crafting list. Oh my gosh. My craft firm is saying, no more, man. I can't take anymore. And yet I still keep filling it up. All right. I think I cut enough wire this time. All right. I did. Yes. Take that wire. If you could only see. And that door behind me with the mirror on it, and that closet is bursting. It's bursting. And yet my cat wants to go in there and dig around and be like, oh, what's this? Oh my gosh. So I have to keep a lock on that door so my cat can't get in there. Ta-da! Put our ear hook on. I can make all these things, yet I have not really made anything for myself. I'm nuts like that. Oh my gosh. I do that sometimes too. I buy something, I put it somewhere, I forget where I put it, I forget I have it, and then I am at the store like, oh, I need that. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. All right. There's our teal dream earring. To go with our beaded zeep zeeps. Yay! Yes, cleaning supplies. It's like you're looking around in my kitchen right now. Underneath this sink is a mess. It's cleaning supplies, but it's mess. I cut the wire too short for that first one. I am like impressed with people who can get up at 4 in the morning. My husband's about to have to start doing that because he's switching to a different job. So I'm gonna have to start doing that myself. I think he's gonna be getting up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing?" He's going from a night shift to a day shift, so it's going to be an adjustment for both of us. But we do what we have to do. It's a blessing that he's changing, though. Yeah, I remember I used to have to drive him to work. He used to be on a day shift before, and then he went back to a third. But I don't miss having to drive him to work. Oh, that's right. You did start doing that. Kudos to you, girl. I'm lucky if I can get my bum from the bed to the couch in the morning half the time. Honestly. I suffer from chronic insomnia, so I don't get much sleep some nights because I keep waking up. And tell you what, there are some mornings where coffee just doesn't do it. So I end up sitting like a zombie most of the day, thinking to myself, oh, I don't want to do this. Forgot to get the spacers. Yeah, I don't blame you for not doing it if you had to do that. Ooh, I've never tried matcha. What kind of flavor is that? Whenever I look at the matcha powder kind of stuff, it just reminds me of like green moss, and I'm like, I don't think that would be appetizing. I like the color, but you know. Oh, cool. As you could tell, I could probably use some of that myself right now. Can you hear the jazz music in the background by chance? I'm not sure if it's showing or coming up because I'm running it through the computer, which is also doing the video. So I don't know if you can hear the jazz or not. Or if you can hear anything over the air conditioner in the background. I figured the air conditioner is important because I don't want to look like a swamp woman when I'm on camera. I'm glad that you were able to make it though for my video. No one else has been able to make it on right now. So it was great to see you pop up. Yay! Ah, okay. I don't know if it'll do it, but I have some nice light instrumental jazz going on in the background. Ta-da! Shiny! I typo stuff all the time, girl. Don't worry about it. And if I don't typo, my phone decides to typo for me. It calls me an idiot, and then it gets stuff wrong itself, so I call it an idiot. There we go. I love them. I know, isn't it awesome how it does that? My eyes do that when I wear like a green shirt. My eyes are kind of weird. Sometimes they look blue, sometimes they look green. I'd rather they look green all the time, but you know, they're gonna do what they want to do. So, oh, I made this and I never showed it yet. Basically, anything that anyone wanted to order tonight, basically is at like a 30% discount, except for my earrings up here. Cute as a button. I had to combine my sewing with my jewelry art. Oh, it showed up backwards? Seriously? Yes, it did. Wow. I printed it out that way because I thought it would show up backwards on the camera. It wants to be mean. There, if I can get it straight. Does that show up right? Yes, it does. Okay. Alrighty. Buttons on hemp bracelets. That sounds cute. I'm going to try to make some that are dangly, but I have to find the right glue to piece some buttons together to make dangly earrings. I have the green, I have blues, yellows, pinks, and purples. So cute. I love these too. I made these yesterday. It's the wire wrapped version of the Sea of Reeds. They're so pretty. I want to keep them all. I've yet to really make myself anything, which is dumb. I make all this stuff and I don't really make any for me. Oh, yep, that is actually. Because you were just talking about you might need to get some blue stuff. I already showed you these. Oh. There's some blue. It's got some brown in it too, so I wrapped it in copper. And there's the Zeet Zeet version. And I put a charm on there that says blessed. So I'm calling them Blessed Earth. And I put green and brown into the tassels. So it all matches. I love them. Oh, with the green, the Sea of Reeds. I love those too. Normally I do like 17, but if I do the lobster claws, I do 19, but I'm just going to start doing it all at one pricing. Normally they're 17. Tonight they're $12 for a set. And then after tonight they go back to regular price of the 17. But I love making all these different things. That's the fun part for me, is making everything, seeing what I can come up with. Oh. Those just look so pretty though. The green color and the silver on it. I love it. Oh, I remember you ordered the painted sky seats. I updated them. I made the wire wrap version. And then there's the earrings for them. These I actually kept for me. Alrighty. You and your kitty cat have a good night time. I know, right? They turned out so pretty. I added sparkly little beads in there. I don't know if those show up. The little beads right there. Sparkle. So I don't know what there. I don't know if you can see them very well, but there they are. Jingle. I love making them. I don't want to keep you if you have to get up early like that. So if you need to go, that's perfectly good. I'm so glad that you were able to make it on. Trying to finagle this wire off of here. Doesn't want to come off. Ouch. It's weird that the music doesn't come up. I know. It's like, why do the earrings have do that? It's like, I know the holes in my ear have not disappeared. And it's like every time too. It's like, seriously? All right, have a good night. Hello, whoever's on. Don't be shy. Come say hello. All right, I want to thank everyone who took the time to come say hello this evening and join me with making some beautiful jewelry. And I hope that you'll come and join me next time. You can always check out my Etsy shop, and I will come and post that link in the comments. And you can also get there through my business page here on Facebook. Actually, just grabbing my website page right now. And I will put that right down here in the comments. That's a direct link to my Facebook page if you would like to check out any of the items that you've seen on the video tonight. They should be there. If anything you're looking for in particular is not there, you can always message me. I do take special orders if need be. Anything that is not actually on the website right now, like probably the Sea of Reeds beaded earrings won't be there. The ruby reds, the teal dreams, some of that stuff might not be there right now, but it will be posted within the next couple days. So keep an eye out if there's anything in particular that you're looking for. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great night.